so important rounds. You'd hate to have to readdress these same positions later on. And this is a big piece of the puzzle right here. Maybe a no-brainer, but a great... Excellent selection. Just what this team needs to maybe get him over the hump. Washington's been represented once already in this draft. Could one of his teammates be about to join him? These middle rounds are where your decisions can really impact your team. Because if you instant impact right there, that's a big leap forward from what they had on the roster to begin with. Oh, no need to worry about this guy. Just plug him right into a starting role, and he'll be a massive upgrade. What to do here? Build up the interior of your line or get that skilled player to add another weapon? Definitely some options with this pick. Do you take a skill player here or get yourself some help up front? Still a few holes on this roster and not a lot of time left to do anything about it. Whoever's making the final decision here might have a coordinator in each year. Do you go offense or defense? A bit of a dilemma with this threesome. Which side of the ball do you turn your focus to here? And with time running short, you've got to hope some guys fall into your lap, or you could be left with some real holes on your roster. And now's where you need to make these last picks count. Time to fill any holes you can before it's too late. Boy, it's finger-crossing time now. With the end in sight and a few more holes to fill, you've got to be hoping that there's still a gem or two that... You know you got to turn up to make the heart go. I said you got to turn up and put your hand up and see that. You know you got to turn up to keep them begging for. Still a long way to go in this draft, but if you can lock up a few key positions, oh, I tell you, you're not going to get too far in this competition without a superstar or two. And this guy right here certainly fits that billing. Yeah, not too much analysis needed here. This is quite a get at this stage of the draft. Where to now? Do you get yourself a big brute for the trenches or someone who can really help you out at a playmaker type spot? Some tough choices coming up right about now. Do you go after the best available player or do you go after a... Does this pick fill a big need? I'm not so sure that it does, but it is at least a slight improvement over what they had in place. These are the rounds you love to see. Some big names to choose from here. And these guys are going to get themselves a great player here. Maybe not a huge upgrade over what they had already, but they're certainly building up some depth there. Now it's getting to the time of the draft where you really want to get lucky and hope somebody falls into your lap. Options here on both sides of the football. It's pretty much of a coin flip if you ask me. Tough call here. Do you try and get tougher up front or get yourself a player in what we call a skill position? Both offensive and defensive options here. They might have to ask themselves which side of the ball needs more attention. Boy, it's finger-crossing time now. With the end in sight and a few more holes to fill, you've got to be hoping that there's still a gem or two that becomes available. Still a few holes on this roster and not a lot of time left to do anything about it. difference. Boy, we've just gotten started here, and already these guys have been handed a really difficult decision to make. Boy, you talk about a friendly turn of the cards. This is a great round for these guys as they get themselves a dynamic player right here. One thing this team's going to need is some leaders, and they've got one right here. Yeah, that's the kind of guy who can elevate that entire unit. He's a very talented addition. In these middle rounds, you have to start asking yourself, oh, this guy's a rare talent and a huge upgrade over what they had before. Where to now? Do you get yourself a big brute for the trenches? Or someone who can really help you out at the playmaking type spot? Yeah, here's a spot where the fan base would be clamoring for a skill player. Well, not too tough to see into the thought process of that pick.
The light is going down and the week is here. Save my soul. I can feel it coming, troubles.
And with time running short, you've got to hope some guys fall into your lap, or you could be left with some real holes on your roster. And now, which side of the football will they address here? Some interesting options either way. Boy, you can't go wrong with anybody out of this group. It's the age-old question on draft day. What's the bigger need, offense or defense? And now's where you need to make these last picks count. Time to fill any hole, and there's a pick that'll certainly help. Maybe not an impact signing, but you're not going to hit a home run every round.
Glad I knew you, I brought a ruler. I'm gonna use it, play the music louder. I gotta do it now. I got paper and I ain't gonna chase you, baby. I'm gonna take you down now.
Yeah, no surprise here. Anytime you can get your hands on a player of his caliber, I think you pretty well have to pull the trigger.
It's going down and the week is here. Save my soul. I can feel it coming, troubles in the air.
I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's Cousins, Redskins going up against Manning's Giants. With that, let's get up to MetLife Stadium in New Jersey as we say hello to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, thanks. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, rivals square off in the NFC East, and we've got a great matchup between the Washington Redskins and the New York Giants. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon, and we are underway from MetLife Stadium. Bobby Rainey now to return it. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Throwing now is Manning. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. Here's a nugget, Charles, on OBJ. This year he had 101 catches, now 288 for his first 3 years in the league. That ties him with his former LSU teammate Jarvis Landry for most catches for a receiver in their first 3 years in the NFL.
And just think about it this way. LSU is known as a running back factory as well. So wide receivers coming into the league and doing the damage they're doing, absolutely incredible. But I do know this. OBJ will tease his former teammate and say, don't forget, we're tied, but I missed a few games my rookie year. If I'd played those games, I'd be way ahead of you.
It's hauled in by Shepard. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And, boy, they have for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for.
And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kick. Team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's Brad Wing now to punt it away on 4th down. And look here, it's an opening drive fake. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Wow, what a gutsy call. If you're the defense, opening drive, you just got the stop, or at least you think, and then boom, right back on the field for more.
It had the feel of something that they had planned for all week long. Hey, first drive of the game, let's be aggressive, let's go get them. And now defensively, they've got to be writing notes to themselves. In practice, work on fake punts right out of the gate because that was really unexpected.
Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. So here's the starting 11, and the human highlight reel, Odell Beckham Jr., watch out for him.
One of the few guys in the league that gets you and I out of our hotel rooms early to get here for pregame warm-ups and watch him go through his routine. He's absolutely amazing catching the football.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. So the Giants now are going to turn it over to their field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 53. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
A first down throw for Cousins. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Charles, when plays like that work, it's a thing to behold, but sometimes we see why they're buried deep in the playbook.
And how many times have we been at practice and heard all the other guys chirping about, you know, I used to play quarterback in high school, I can do this, until it becomes a game situation. Not quite the same in many cases.
The veteran corner, D'Angelo Hall, up to make the tackle. And now a look at the Washington defense.
Dante Whitner not only orchestrates a secondary, he puts a big hit on anyone who comes in his area.
A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Jarrell Adams, the tight end, was the target. And that'll bring up second down.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Manning again here on 2nd and 10. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. Again, it's Manning. He's going to let it go again. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Odell Beckham high in the air to bring it in. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
Eli's going to throw. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to all that exit, you know, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them.
Let's go. Green, 39. Green. Yards. And the Redskins have tied it here. The extra point to come can put them in the driver's seat. All right, oh boy. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And New York set to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. To throw is Manning. And this is Shepard on the catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. On 1st and 10, here's Manning. And his throw here's incomplete. Will tie the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
And that drop will cause a little bit of angst for the play caller because you know they've worked all week game planning and flexing the tight end out and making him a matchup issue.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter.
Watch left, watch left, watch left. Stop right there.
On 3rd and long, it's Manning. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
And they're going to try for the 4th down conversion. Manning and the offense staying put. Now Manning. He's going to try and go deep again. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on a final play. This first quarter.
Let's go. Let's go. Interception, baby. Let's go.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Following the interception, Cousins. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Let's look ahead for a quick minute. We don't have the schedules yet for next year, but what we do have are the 5 international games that will be played, 4 in London and then 1 again in Mexico, Jacksonville, Baltimore, Miami, New Orleans, Cleveland, Minnesota, Rams, and Arizona. Those in London, and then Mexico's going to get a great game. The Raiders and New England.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And just think about the ones in London. Remember, they're splitting them between the 2 different stadiums in London, so they get a different flavor in all of these places. But Mexico, for the 2nd straight year, the Raiders are coming to town. That should be a whole lot of fun.
Should be a ton of fun and a very good matchup. And big problems getting the play out, obviously. This will be a delay.
There we go, D. That's the way to hit.
And some real confusion here. They won't even get to the line.
Nowhere, nowhere. Shut down, shut down. Right.
1 receiver left, 3 to the right.
My whole squad